So there's a lot of stupid people in the gacha space, but I think I've probably discovered the most brain dead of them all, and that is a YouTuber that goes by the name of Mango, who mostly makes Honkai Star Rail videos. And I mean, he plays Honkai Star Rail. I think that is enough of an indicator as to where his head is at. Looking at his channel, you'll see that he started to dip his toes into Zenless Zone Zero content as well. 2 weeks ago, he made a video about why he quit the game, but then a week later made a video about why he was wrong. And we all know anybody who changes their opinion is either dense or a grifter, but in the case of Tango, he's obviously both. He's simply checking what direction the wind is blowing and trying to make content to please everybody. And well, anybody who tries to do that is a swindler. Look at his about page. Hi, I'm Fandango and welcome to my channel. I'm an everyday gamer and expert video game theory crafter. If that doesn't scream charlatan, I don't know what does. What makes it worse is he made a song about his favourite gacha creator, free-to-play Jesus. Van Gogh is the only motherfucker giving praise to this idiot, and if that doesn't scream half-wit, I don't know what does. Look, 20k people with room temperature IQ have subscribed to him, and if that doesn't make you lose faith in humanity, I don't know what does. Anyway, this expert theory crafter released a video about Officer Cake Buffet, claiming her to be unimpressive, underwhelming, unattractive, and unreliable. Right. Unimpressive. Have you seen how hard she works? Unattractive. What do you mean? She has positive canthal tilt. Unreliable? How? Here we can see her saving Boogie 2988 from self-deletion. How is that unreliable? He's an international treasure.
My mother twitted my fucking balls as part of the abuse, and she twisted my balls in my dick!
I know I said I'm not going to do React content anymore, but I think this time I'm going to make an exception. I'm really curious what Django Fett has to say for himself on this one, and I think it's important to expose a snake oil salesman when I see one. So let's get into the video.
Yellow Trailblazers, and welcome to my very...
Okay, so first of all, why does his game look so bad? Is he running it on a Nokia 2210 or something? You're supposed to be an expert theory crafter, so spend some of that grift money you have stolen for your fake ass videos on some decent hardware already.
Very first agent analysis for Zenless Zone Zero, and the agent who will have the honor of being my very first analysis is...
If you haven't worked it out yet, I'll point it out to you. Mango is using an AI voice because he is too lazy to record it himself. In fact, the voice is so monotone that I think he might either be using some free-to-text speech software or something. Absolute cheapskate. He's blatantly trying to min-max minimal effort for maximum monetary gain here, so don't be fooled. I'm sure he'll soon show his true intent behind his clickbait video here in a second.
Zhu Yuan, who I have already put hours into testing and theory crafting with. So Zhu Yuan will be an ether attack agent who is part of the police faction. And while I think this character looks real...
An Ellen Joe main, need I say more? Guy's into a girl who loves having sharks shoved up her ass.
Really cool, and I also personally vibe with her nerdy personality. Unfortunately, from my analysis, I've just found Zhu Yuan to be woefully unreliable, underpowered, underwhelming, uncultured, uninspiring, unattractive, and just flat out unimpressive. And because of...
Notice how he bombards you with buzzwords to make it sound like he really knows what he's talking about? Pathetic.
For this, I just recommend saving for the next agent, Qing Yi, instead, which you
So his bias is unveiled. He just likes little girls.
can start doing by using my coupon at lootbar.gg. Lootbar.gg is the best way to obtain...
What can I say about this? Maybe you should get a job as a fortune teller or a clairvoyant or something, because I called it. He's trying to sell you something so he can just line his pockets. How can you deny he's a grifter at this point? What even is lootbar.gg? I bet it's like a casino site that he has some secret investments in or something. All I will say is, don't be fooled gamers, stay vigilant.
the anime mobile gaming hose you need as efficiently as possible. It's highly secure, fast, but most importantly has so many discounts, and using my ZZZ link on today's video will give you such a discount. Let's say you have $50 to farm monochromes with. Well, in-game you can only buy the $50 pack, but by using my ZZZ referral link in the description, you will be able to collect yourself a 15% off coupon, which you can use for any in-game Zenless Zone Zero pack. So now the $50 pack.
One word: stolen credit cards. Django Fett himself steals people's credit cards and gives them to lootbox.gg so they can sell you gacha currency at a discount. I'm telling you, don't be fooled.
only costs you $42.50. Enter your game UID in server region and then smash that top up button. The order will process for a bit, so let's check in game now, and there we have it already. Anyways,
Fake. He uses the same footage in every video. Seriously, just go back and check.
use my link in the description and start saving for the omnipotent Qingyi. So before I get into Zhu Yuan's numbers, which are atrocious, let's just look at this at a high level. However, what followed Jimmy Chungus was none other than the omnipotent Silverwolf, who to this day is very powerful. Now,
So he's just been rambling about Honkai Star Rail for about an hour, so I'll probably cut that part out and save you guys the brain rot.
fast forward to Zenless, and we see that Zhu Yuan is not only the second banner in the game, but she even shares the same last name as John Yuan. And then we see the agent that follows her is Qingyi, who appears to be a short omnipotent lesbian similar to Silverwolf, and like, I think it should just be obvious what the pattern is here.
More references to little girls. Starting to see a pattern here, not gonna lie.
But then even the game's story goes out of its way to hint to us that Qingyi is the superior officer to Zhu Yuan. So this cutscene here where the two officers are fleeing enemies, and we see already, you guys, Qingyi is just blocking bullets in a major way, and Zhu Yuan is just fleeing.
So you can see his obsession with the green-haired child is clouding his judgment and keeping his eyes from focusing on the true prize, which is obviously Officer Zhu Yuan's behind.
So they're able to get through here because of Qingyi, and then if I rewind, yeah, here. So they're about to jump, and we see Qingyi is nodding because she is signaling Zhu Yuan to jump with her. And Zhu Yuan looks pretty frightened.
No, the adult is making sure the child is okay, like a responsible parent. He literally has no idea what he's talking about here.
We even see she closes her eyes out of fear here. So they jump here, and then if you watch that, you see Qingyi is the one pulling Zhu Yuan there. So Qingyi is basically acting as the fulcrum and exhibiting the required torque to pull off this amazing stunt. Like, look at Qingyi's face, she is clearly locked in a major way here. And Zhu Yuan looks like she's about to piss herself.
Again, wrong. The green-haired girl has a serious expression because she's focusing on filling her diaper due to intense fear.
And there it is. So we just see from this cutscene that Zhu Yuan was being clearly outclassed to the highest level.
So why is she lying on the floor while Officer Cake Buffet is on her feet? He ignores it because he knows it goes against his narrative.
As she just very obviously relies on Qingyi to bail her out of that situation. Now, as for Zhu Yuan's numbers, they are rather lackluster from what I found. Compared to our current only other limited attack agent, Ellen Zhou, the overpowered hoe, Zhu Yuan's hit combo is just far worse. First off, Ellen Zhou does her combo in
Ellen Zhou has a shark shoved up her ass. I'm sure every time she makes a sharp turn is agonizing for her. But hey, Mr. Expert, if you're into girls with overgrown fish shoved up their behinds, imagine how many kippers you could squeeze between these cheeks.
3 hits while Zhu Yuan takes 5 hits. But then if we just add up all the numbers from Ellen Zhou's 3 hits compared to Zhu Yuan's 5 hits, we see that Ellen Zhou still does far more damage even though she's hitting the enemy less. Then Ellen Zhou.
Fake news. The guy isn't even factoring in the momentum that is created by sheer cake size that results in higher overall attack speed. You also have to consider that Ellen Zhou's rear end is also far from aerodynamic because, I don't know, it has a huge shark fin poking out of it.
Dash attack also does far more damage than Young Zhu's in both days and damage, and Ellen Zhou's chain attack also does more damage. Anyways, I think that's all I want to say. Overall, it's just a very obvious bait banner, as Homoverse has always done with the second banner in the game, and this will just give us more time to save for the omnipotent Qingli.
Notice this big dead silence that is left at the end? That's because he's padding the video out for optimal runtime so it does better in the algorithm. I told ya, he's a grifter. So looking through the comments, I managed to find a single guy with a brain cell. Guys, don't listen to this guy. Do whatever you want. If you want to summon for Zhu Yuan, do it. If not, and you want to save up for others, you can as well. Right, so weaponizing your audience is bad, but this time I think it's pretty justified. This guy is scamming the Gacha community with his fake videos, and I think it's time we bring him to justice. I know I only have an army of 3,000, but if I engage in guerrilla warfare, I believe we can win a war against 200,000. So what I want you guys to do is leave a comment in his video saying this: you are a capital W and then an anchor emoji. Yes, war is scary, but don't be afraid. We're doing this for the greater good because we're on the right side of history. Now, to prove the point, I'm going to summon for Officer Cake Buffet right here, right now, and show you that you know when you've been tangoed is a disgusting liar. I haven't done any summons on a limited banner yet, so I'm popping my cherry for you guys. Just remember that when it comes to which side you choose in the coming war. And don't worry, I have no intentions of wasting pulls on a Pokeball. I've got my eyes on the buffet and the buffet only. So here we go. Can I just say that the summon animation in Zenless Zone Zero is by far the best one that has ever existed. I mean, look at this. Withering Waves looks terrible compared to this. Okay, so something's seriously wrong here. I seem to be getting nothing but furry units at the moment, and I think maybe somebody has engaged in something underhanded here.
Soldier 11, at your command.
God damn it. So, do the Fandango has attacked preemptively and cursed me, so I failed my 50-50. Right, so I'm all out of pulls and I didn't get her. The cake was a lie. But worry not, my soldiers, for this is just a single battle. We can still win this war. Comment, like and subscribe so we can reach out and recruit more soldiers for future battles. And to any of you disgusting defectors that refuse to do that, would you kindly bugger off?